Hi everyone. I'm going to talk a little bit about our critical analysis of culturally responsive children's literature. For this assignment, you need to find two children's books that reflect the experiences of recent immigrants to the United States of America. For recent, I would say preferably something within the last 5 to 10 years. Do your best with that. I know I've had students ask if they could use books that were a little bit older, and I'm not going to be super picky with that, but do try to see that at least one of them is much more current. You're going to do an analysis of the book using this form that has some guiding questions for you. On the bottom of this form, there is a link that if you go on, there are a couple links that may be helpful in finding some children's literature. I also think if you simply Google online, I think you'll find tons of different possibilities. What I'd like you to do is respond to these questions. You may either type them or you may handwrite them. You're going to use this in class for an activity we're going to do on February 7th. That's our next in-class session at the university. So you can either type or handwrite your responses to these. This assignment is worth 20 points. You only need to bring one of the two books to class. If you have both, great, but you need one of them. You're also going to complete a story map along with this. I would like you to go online and Google story map. You're going to find tons of them online. Generally, a story map has the setting, the characters, the rising and the falling actions. Depending on the story map you choose, it's probably going to use those similar concepts with different terms. They might call it the conflict or the problem in the story. The reason I'm having you Google online is by doing that, we're going to see lots of different variety of different story maps that we can use as a comprehension or as a review tool, and that's going to be part of our discussion in class. So again, this is due in class. You're going to bring a hard copy to class on February 7th. You need one of the books with you, but you need to bring a review and a story map for each of the books. I hope you have fun with this assignment. We had some awesome books last semester with this assignment, and it really turned out to be a really interesting and fun activity in class. Hope you have a great week. If you have questions, please text or give me a call.